Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against Pittsburgh. For Pittsburgh, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Both teams tonight more than capable of putting up points. Shaq, what do you think will be the deciding advantage?
Well, you have to try to dictate the tempo, play at your pace. This will be a game of streaks, so you have to prepare yourself mentally for that.
Well, you can't just score. You have to be efficient. Big shots down the stretch could be the difference, Ernie, and that will set you free.
We are ready for game time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the opening tip.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Sacramento Kings here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. And early in the season, many coaches, Clark, still experimenting with rotations. Who plays when and where, and how long has it been in your experience to have that established on a team?
Well, it varies from team to team. There are a number of factors. One, the coach, has he been there a while? Does he have an established style of play and system? Two, what's your roster like? How healthy are you? What's the mix and makeup of your team? So it could vary, but typically you'd like to have it not prolong itself into the regular season. You hope that a few weeks of training camp, and then by the time you get a month of the season under your belt, that you're pretty anchored into who you are and how you're going to try to play.
Good outline. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Pittsburgh, looking at who they've got out there. They've got Miracle Man Doctor out there with Captain Clutch, and then it's Little General, and it's Russell in at the 3, the small forward. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Flowers. And he banks in the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's lights out. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Passes to Freeman. From down in the low post, it goes. Miracle Man's got his first basket. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Here's the closer. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And the pass to Shepard. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Dealt. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here is Russell. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. 13 feet away. And yes, it's good. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Hickman. Pass to Little General. Three-pointer. No good on the shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
James looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Great job, David. So they know how dangerous this team can be if they get on a roll.
And that means contesting every single shot. It's going to take a lot of effort on D, but they can't give up those easy baskets.
Without question, you're right on top of it, Greg, because if you do allow this team to get rolling and get into a groove, you can forget about slowing them down.
Here's Moss. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pittsburgh trails by 3. The drive by Russell. Fires from deep. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. James with the bucket.
That's exactly how you set the table. Great time there.
And it'll be Pittsburgh with their first time out of the game here.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. Of course, there's the Raptors, a game behind. Pittsburgh trails by 5. To the paint, to end the drought, and Russell with the lay-in.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's lights out. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for lights out. He's getting around 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Here's Miracle Man. Here's the Doctor. And he overshot that one, missing. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Moss, the pass to the closer. Kicks it to James. Now the pass to Shepard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Levens. Just his first attempt. He's off on that one.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Here's Russell. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Pass to Freeman. Outside Russell. Picked his pocket. Fast break, here they come. Here's Delk. Right wing. Here's Levens. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Pittsburgh trails by 3. Russell passes to Freeman. Here's the Doctor. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 to shoot. Pittsburgh needs to get off a shot here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's the closer. 8 points his last outing. To stop the drought. Misses off the right iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Passes it to Hickman. And it's Levens with the rebound. And 36% in this first quarter trying to get their bearings. James, the pass to Moss. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So Pittsburgh ends up going with a whole new group. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far.
And these teams have both hung their hat on their defense, especially in the paint. We're looking at 2 of the premier shot blocking teams in our league.
Home team on D. Fox kicks to McNeil. And Hill has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. To the middle. Here's Webster. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that three.
And you know what, Greg? You can't afford to be a one-function offense. You know what I mean? You've got to be versatile. Got to spread it out and mix it up inside, too.
James, the pass to Webster. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Webster's got his first 2 points of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Pittsburgh trails by 8. And there's the pass to Dimes. Lets it go from the wing. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Moss. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. The closer's got 8.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fox kicks to Hill. Back to Fox to end the run. Blackman's shot is off.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Pass to Moss. There's the triple. And McNeil pulls it down. Pittsburgh has gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. No good with the triple. Gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Inside, here's Shepard. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
Great look, but he couldn't finish. Everything but is how we say that. Surprising since the defense was very pedestrian. Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Passes it to Mann. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. James misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Blackman. And that one is off. To the paint. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Here's lights out. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Mann. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the home team in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
Here's Fox. And Pittsburgh looking at who they've got out there. Champ out there with Hill. Then there's Dimes. Then it's the bodyguard. And it's Fox in at the 1. Now, here's Fox. Shoots from the line. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there and disappointed that he missed it.
The pass to Shepard. Here's Shorty. Guarded by Fox. They get it again. And it's in there. Shorty's got his first points of the night.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Being at 36%, they really seem out of sync offensively. Here's James. Money from the wing. James has got 7 points in the game. Pittsburgh trails by 13. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Newsom. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. It doesn't get much better than that.
To the left side wing. Down low. Here's Mann. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hill looking around. Here's Newsom. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 6 points for Dimes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Shepard the pass to James. Here's lights out from the arc. Here's Mann. Sinks that one from the post. 6 points for him.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. Head coaches obviously get the attention in all sports, Clark, but the assistants also play very big roles. How do you build chemistry as a coaching staff?
You know, I've never coached, but I've watched a lot of coaches. I think first and foremost, you appreciate your assistant coaches, and then you give them room to grow and develop as coaches. And you share with them the building of the team and the coaching of the team. And that, to me, I think, if you serve your assistant coaches as they're serving you, I think that's how you build the best chemistry.
And loyalty's got to be big among that group on that sideline, doesn't it? Loyal to each other.
Big time. Loyalty to one another, and then also a common focus on really serving the players to the best of their ability collectively.
Mr. Clutch is checked in for Smooth. The doctor's checked in for Pittsburgh. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Thunder. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Pittsburgh. They're down in the 9th position.
You know, right now for Pittsburgh, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. And Pittsburgh with some changes. Miracle Man, he's checked in for the bodyguard. Little General comes in for Champ, and it's Russell in for Hill. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's lights out. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Fox. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time. Liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Hickman passes to Fox. Unloads from 13. They get it again. Freeman. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
The first one falls. Look, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there, but the GMs who hire him stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
And it's Levens missing.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Pittsburgh trails by 9. Feeds it to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got his second bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's lights out. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Flowers the pass to Hickman. Here's Captain Clutch. Here's the Doctor, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Drops it in from 14 feet away. The Doctor's got his first bucket of the night. Gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Bobbed up there for Levens, and Levens throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. From outside the arc, Pittsburgh pulls it in. Miracle Man's got his 6th rebound on the night. Russell passes to Flowers. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Little General. Freeman. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Miracle Man's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Torres checked in for Mr. Clutch. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. Take a look at Captain Clutch. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Pittsburgh trails by 8. Hickman passes to Russell. Here's the Doctor, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Moss. That one wide left. For Pittsburgh, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's lights out after the basket by Pittsburgh on the other end. Knocked away. Here's Moss. Passes it to Shepard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. That one, no good. So Pittsburgh will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's the closer. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And that one's good, Levin.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's the Doctor. Here's the pass to Freeman. And here's Russell. Buries it down low. Russell's got 6.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
1:46 left to play here in the half. Levins passes to Torres. Here's lights out. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Torres. Uncovered. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Pittsburgh with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. .119 left to play here in the half. Can't connect from 13 feet out. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Sacramento. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
And out of bounds as Pittsburgh gains possession.
A moment here to look at some numbers for the Doctor. 10th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Flowers the pass to Hickman. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Passes to Flowers. Here's the Doctor. Three-pointer on the way. Misses for the 5th time this game, marking it 1 for 6.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Shepard. And it's good off the glass.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Here's the Doctor. Outside, Russell. Sinks the three-pointer. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
this place explode.
And so it's the home team with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Outlook.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pittsburgh trails by 6. The closer is out there with Levens. And it's the closer. Then there's lights out, and it's James in at the 2 spot. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Now, here is Russell. Here's Captain Clutch. 4 on the shot clock. Pittsburgh working the ball around. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Moss, the pass to James. Up and in on the layup. James has got 9.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Here's the doctor. Takes a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. The doctor's got his second bucket of the night. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Levens. Here's lights out. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Pittsburgh trails by 7. Outside, Russell. The pass to Flowers. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Pass to the closer. Over to the wing. Here's Shepard. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Lights out's got 4 points in the quarter. Pittsburgh has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's the doctor. 5 points in the game. Bounce pass, Russell. Pass to Freeman. And it's Levens with the rebound. Levens got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Moss. Cans the shot with nobody near him. The closer's got 10.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Here's Miracle Man. 10 points for him. The pass to Hickman. 6 to shoot. He tries for 3. And James pulls it down.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to the closer. Here's lights out from deep. That shot off.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Pittsburgh trails by 11. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Pittsburgh with some changes. Champs checked in for the Little General. And it's Fox in for Captain Clutch. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Fox against James. They get a hand on it. And stolen by James. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass. And he throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Webster. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Blackman's shot is off. Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's lights out. He's got 10. James outside. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away, and Blackman pulls it down.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And it's Russell in the corner. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Passes it to Freeman. Here's Blackman. Here's the doctor. He's got 5. And the rejection by James. Shoots over Fox. And it's James missing. Pittsburgh trails by 11. Russell looking around. The pass to Hickman. Shoots it up. They grab their own miss. Blackman, good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Blackman's got his first points of the game. James wide open. Drills it from outside.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, they're flat as day-old pop.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
James against Fox. Pass to Blackman. He kicks to Fox. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't go. Gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. James against Fox. Pass to Shepard. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is good. Lights out's got 6 in the quarter. Pittsburgh trails by 14. Passes to Russell. Kicks it to Fox. And James pulls it down. Gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. The pass to Moss. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
He's not only strong as ammonia down there, he's smart as Einstein, too. Poor effort from the defense.
Now, here is Russell. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Fox. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Here's lights out. 12 points for him. It's stolen. Pass to James. Here's Shorty. The shot from the low post is good. Shorty's got 10 points in the game.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Shepard, and he comes up with the deuce. 14 points for him.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Here's the doctor, James covering, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Here's what Pittsburgh's going with right now. Bodyguards checked in for Miracle Man. Hill comes in for Russell, and it's Dimes in for the doctor. A free throw off from Fox. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Gordon, the pass to Shepard. Here's Larson. That one goes. Count it. Mr. Clutch has got his second bucket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Blackman. He kicks to McNeil. All alone. That's short off the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just 5 to shoot. against a man. From deep, James. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Inside, Blackman, the pass to Fox. Outside, Hill. Here's Newsom, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the home team out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Pittsburgh looking at who they've got out there. Bodyguard is out there with Champ, and it's Fox. Then there's Hill, and it's Dimes in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Fox with the rebound. Pittsburgh trails by 17. Hill kicks to Fox. It's back to Hill. Pass to Dimes. Shoots the 3. It doesn't go for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
James outside. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Hill has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. 47%, pretty solid. And there's the pass to the closer. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Little General, he's checked in for Champ. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Shepard, the pass to Larson. Lets the 3 fly, and McNeil pulls it down.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
On Wednesday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans. And then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers.
And for that matchup against the Nets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Here's lights out. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Larson. Pass to the closer. Here's lights out. He's guarded by Hill. Poked away. And the basket by Gordon.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Pittsburgh trails by 12. Out to the right wing. Here's Dimes. James covering. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
At the line, James taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Levens checked in for Gordon. And James drills them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Shepard. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 16 points for lights out.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
Dimes, the pass to McNeil. Outside Hill. Passes it to Dimes. 5 on the clock. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. James outside. The pass to the closer. To the middle. Here's Larson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At the line, 2 shots.
Two shots.
First one falls for Captain Clutch. He's checked in for Fox. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pittsburgh trails by 18. Here's Dimes. Pass to Little General. Bounce pass from Hill. Kicks to McNeil. Clock at 4. Over Levens. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Dimes. They need this one, and he knocks down the jumper. And so here's the home team looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Larson. And it's good, 2 points.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Here's Captain Clutch. Here's Newsom. Money from the wing. Dimes got 4 points in the quarter. Gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. James outside. Down low, Levens. nails the baby hook.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the board.
Here's Captain Clutch. Over to the left wing. Pass to McNeil. Clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one, good. 6 points for Captain Clutch.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
To the wing right side. Here's Levens. Can't hit that one. So Pittsburgh will take it the other way.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And Scott Brooks wants a timeout. We've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, the Professor.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
The closer's checked in for Mr. Clutch. Pittsburgh is also changing it up. Miracle Man, he's checked in for the bodyguard. Russell comes in for Hill, and the doctor subbed in for Dimes. Here's lights out. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Gone 5 of 12 from the field, entering the fourth quarter. Passes it to Moss. And here's James outside. That one doesn't drop. Pittsburgh trails by 14. Here's Grady. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And that one's good, Levin.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance. The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
The closer passes to Shepard. It's Levin's top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Swiped it away. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. Here's Grady, finished off the break.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
Gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's lights out. He kicks to Levens. 16 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Levin's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
The pass to Little General. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Here's lights out. Pass to Levins. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. No good on the shot. Here's Captain Clutch. James covering. Russell passes to Freeman. Pittsburgh working the ball around. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score.
Gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Levins. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
At the line.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Pittsburgh with the possession here. Here's the doctor. Outside, Russell. Knocked away. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. "55 seconds left in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's the doctor. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Passes it to Shepard. And the pass to Moss. Here's the closer. Makes it off the glass.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Yes, that goes in.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's lights out. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific